Alright, before we start the video, I'm gonna throw in a little warning because of the fact that this commentary slash rant video that I'm gonna do today covers very serious topics, and if you're really sensitive to these kinds of topics, just be warned. And no, it's not Corona. Hello everyone, my name's Kofi Hime, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully, I'll actually get like an actual set schedule for uploads soon. Maybe. I highly doubt it, but it might happen. And today we're gonna talk about something that apparently not a lot of people have talked about, and even if you search this guy's name on YouTube, there's barely any videos that actually like talk about the situation, and I really need to bring this to light because honestly, this is something that you kind of don't want to see like at all, whether it be online or real life. It's something that you shouldn't have to see. Now, the person in question is known as Joerobinette, an 18-year-old newly 18-year-old DeviantArt and YouTube user. Mind you, the fact that he recently turned 18 is gonna come into play. Just keep that in mind. Now, the stuff that Joe has done, the majority of them are pretty much like really simplistic, like art theft and just kind of being a little demanding sometimes. But the thing is, there is a huge overlying issue that involves yet another user that's also on YouTube. Originally, this person had a DA but got banned for some reason. I have no idea what that may be, but the person who's also involved with that part is known as Liza Productions. Now, Liza Productions is a Russian animator slash YouTuber slash artist who is 12 years old. 12 years old. This is going to be very important because, get this, Joe and Liza are dating and have dated before Joe became an adult officially. So yeah, you guys remember when my friend Kat talked about age gaps in my shipping video on DeviantArt Etiquette episode 2? Yeah, that's when that is gonna come into play. So for those who don't know, which you should know, minors can't consent to adults. Even if they're at the age of consent, they can't consent to an adult. And even if they did say yes, technically that would be statutory. At least in the US. So a lot of this stuff happened before Joe turned 18, but it's still really relevant to this day because he's pretty much been the same about this. He even went as far as to tell Liza that he wants to do the dirty nasty with her. And she's 12, she's not even a teenager yet. Special thanks to my friend Trevor, who's also known as Blitz. He pulled up the laws of age of consent in Russia, and the age of consent in Russia is 16. She is 4 years away from that. That means that Liza cannot legally consent to any kind of intercourse with Joe. Another thing that Trevor sent me was this. I outlined the one line that stuck out the most to me. It says, if the victim is not understanding the nature and consequences of the act due to their age being under 12 or mental disabilities, it will be considered R and charged much more severely, up to 15 years of prison or up to 20 if the victim is under 14. Guess who's under 14? Liza. Even if she turns 13 in June, still under 14. It's still a crime. Now, with the laws out of the way, let's get into the real meat of this subject. The questionable things that Joe has done, both art and video-wise. Honestly, they're really screwed up. And Liza's also made some videos as well, so some of these are actually hers too. Just something I wanted to throw out there. This is not all him, both of them have actually made videos. Just very few are actually hers. But first, let's look into the art now, shall we? So there's this one picture where it's Joe and Liza kissing, which seems pretty innocent on the surface, but if you know the context, it's really disturbing. And there's one that's actually a remake of this one, and again, also disturbing if you know the context, because one is now an adult and the other one's still a minor. Another piece of work that I found really questionable is this, which is actually a base edit of Joe and Liza. He never credited the base, by the way. And the original base maker, I think, was somebody who actually interacted with Joe but ended up cutting ties because of how toxic he is. Now, this person is known as Miss Rainbow Kitty 101. I suggest checking her DA out because her art is really cute. And here we are, folks, the creme de la creme of what makes me question everything about this the most. This one. I censored it out, by the way, because of how really deeply disturbing it is. It's Liza in a bikini. He drew a picture of a 12-year-old in a bikini. That is fucked up. You cannot do that. That might even actually count as CP. You could get arrested for this, for not only dating a 12-year-old, which is technically against the law, but also having a picture that you drew of her in a bikini. You could get arrested. That is technically CP. That is not good. Anyway, let's just get on to the videos that he's made now, shall we? I'm gonna say it again. Some of these are Liza's and some of these are Joe's. Just be warned. First, let's start off with this video that Liza animated and Joe voice acted for.
Pom-Pom, I really need a girlfriend.
Off to a good start, I see. Already acting desperate.
Yeah, I get you right. Oh, Pom-Pom, who is that lovely girl?
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you. I did not understand a single thing he just said. His microphone is so muffled. Alright, so this next video is Joe asking Liza's fanbase to subscribe to him as well, which is honestly really scummy. Anyway, let's take a look at it.
Guys, I'm gonna lose my subscribers, so I need some more subscribers. Can you subscribe to me? Because I really need more subscribers. So yeah.
I'm gonna say it right now, I hate when people do this. So let's say I make a video addressing Seth's fanbase, right? I make a video titled, A Message to SP Design's Fanbase, who he has like around like 1K subs. Say I say this to Seth's fanbase. Hey, subscribe to me. Like, just imagine if I make a video that's just me saying that. That would be very attention-seeking and really overall just scummy. It seems like you're using somebody who genuinely trusts you, and you're going on and betraying them and, you know, just kind of using them for more clout and more gain. That's what my issue with this video is. It's very attention-seeking and just kind of really manipulative if you kind of think about it. He has another video that's kind of similar to this where he's addressing his birthday in this year. Like March 9th, 2020. He made a video addressing that and he said this.
Today is my birthday. Send me a link of my birthday video. Good luck.
I will admit, I did find this community post as well that says, today is my birthday, send me a birthday video and wish me a happy birthday, but don't wish me an unhappy birthday or else I block you forever. There's no indication of a contest, there's no indication of anything like that, there's no indication of like a birthday raffle or anything like that. There's no indication of anything like that whatsoever. Like, if you were doing that, then yeah, that's fine. I've done that before. But if you're gonna do that, it just sounds really demanding and really entitled. I'm just gonna say that. It sounds really, really entitled. And now we're gonna get to the more messed up side of things, both on Joe and Liza's channels. So here's this video from Liza that honestly is really disturbing, and I'm gonna cut it off to a certain point that I don't want you guys to hear, because honestly, once you see the video, you'll understand why.
I love you, Liza.
I love you too, Joe.
Alright, that's enough. The rest of the video is both of them making kissing noises. And that part alone, this video alone, was enough to make me get up and walk away from my PC when I first researched this and looked more into it once Joe turned 18. It disturbed me that much. And for the most disturbing of them all...
Liza, what is your address?
You see why I have the biggest problem with that one? Yeah, he publicly asked for her address. That is something that you absolutely cannot do online. That's like almost as bad as doxing. For those of you who don't know, doxing is leaking out private information like someone's address, full name, phone number, something like that. It's basically doing that but with malicious intent. I don't really think there was anything malicious in this, but you still cannot do that. You have to keep this private for the sake of yourself, for the sake of your family, and for the sake of your household. I hope to God that Liza did not give out her address, because I swear to God, that is one of the worst things you could possibly do ever online. That puts yourself and everyone that's in the household in danger. You absolutely cannot do that. Mind you that someone actually commented on that video saying, not to be rude, but why are you and Liza dating? You, my friend, are 17 at the time, and she is 12. When you turn 18, it might be a crime. With Joe responding with, I don't care yet. You don't care yet, huh? Well, now you should care, because pretty much it is a federal crime. And not only that, you have art theft on your history, you have this on your history, which is a huge one. This, you can't wipe this away from your reputation. You can never wipe this away. And with you being basically so shameless about it, you really gotta watch out, because you just might get arrested because of this. Also, can we talk about this community post that he made that says, when Liza is 13 and I'm 18, will you want us to break up, yes or no? Let me respond to that one. Yes. Not only is that not any better, it's probably worse, honestly, because you're an adult now and she is still a minor. She may be a teenager by then, but still a minor. That means that you are committing, technically, the P word that ends with aphilia. That one. You are basically doing that. It's technically not even the correct term, but you are technically still committing that crime. Some people might even consider this as grooming. I don't know how people might be able to figure that one out, but it just might be a thing that you could have that up against you too. Also, we can't forget this comment that he made. And this video is actually by Chancey Awesome, who is also calling him out on it. And this was back in January, the very end of January this year. He actually called out Joe with this comment. And you can pause the video just to read that comment. I am not reading that out loud, not a chance. Anyway, with the biggest elephant in the room finally cleared, let's talk about the slightly smaller one. The art theft. There are actually multiple instances of this, but I'm going to mainly talk about this one, because honestly this one's the most popular. And I addressed it as well on the picture itself. The picture itself is of Amy Rose in the Sonic movie style. The picture itself is really good, but you can clearly tell that is not his art. And after some digging, I actually found the original artist of the picture, whom is Kohane01 on Twitter. They're actually really sweet, and I would highly suggest following them since their art is amazing. Upon finding the original artist, I told them about the situation. I wrote, "Hey there, your art is super cute, but I come here with bad news. Unfortunately, someone has stolen this art piece, taken out the extra doodles and background, and put it up as his own on DeviantArt. I'm currently letting him know that you're the original artist right now." Kohane actually responded to me and thanked me for the fact that I notified them about this, and I said it's no problem, and a bunch of other people were outraged by this too. Like I said to the original artist, I told Joe that I found out that this was stolen, and who the original artist was. I wrote to him, "Hey there, I've noticed that this artwork clearly isn't yours, and the rightful creator of this piece is none other than Kohane01 on Twitter. I've also notified them that you stole their work." I provided a link to the original post and said, "Here's the original artwork for anyone who stumbles across this. I would personally recommend taking this down. Thank you and have a nice day." That's the thing with him. He either doesn't respond back to the comment, or he does and he just says something like oops and then never does anything about it. That's the one thing I noticed. He either just doesn't respond, or he just says oops and just doesn't do anything else about it. That's what I found out. Anyway, that's it for me. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. And, that's it. See ya.